Hey guys, so last year I saw this video going around kind of a lot where people just kind of rated their old Halloween costumes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I'm going to make it a two-parter. I'm going to rate my Halloween costumes before kids and rate the ones I did after my kids. Also, I may do a video telling stories about different Halloweens too, because I'm me and I like to do that. So let's get started. Alright, so my first pre-kids Halloween costume I'm going to start with was in 2009. Originally I did this look intending to wear a completely different dress than the one that's in the picture. I had this I found this white dress at my grandma's house that was like cap sleeves, and it had like this beaded bodice, and it was like knee length or midi length, something like that, and it was very pretty. And for some reason it reminded me of old Hollywood. So that's what the makeup in this picture is trying to be. This is not originally how I wound up like. I wound up not wearing the white dress, because mainly it really didn't fit me correctly, and when I put it on I realized I just looked like an old lady. And so I had done this thing before where when I didn't have a costume I just wore my regular clothes and dumped a bunch of fake blood on myself, because I had a Fox Racing hoodie on and I was just like, I could be a dead motorcycle rider. So I thought, why not just be like a dead person? So that's what I did, and I like to think of 2009 as like the Halloween that kicked off everything, because I had kind of like a Halloween party where nobody except for my old friend, if you've been watching my channel forever, which a lot of you that watch me now probably haven't been, but there was a guy named Chris that I used to hang out with all the time. He was like my best friend. He was the only person who showed up, but we literally decorated my yard, carved pumpkins, did everything, got our costumes on together, and went trick-or-treating because I figured no one else is going to show up. And then my ex, Bob, that's what I like to call him because we don't do names of people here, some people. Yeah, he showed up and we literally ran as fast as we could back to my house for like 6 or 7 blocks, did not stop running. Which to some people that might not be a lot, but for me that's a lot because I don't run and I don't like to run. And yeah, and then we went to a place called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre House, basically a big house in my city, decorated as Texas Chainsaw Massacre House, and had a guy running around with a pretend chainsaw chasing people. It was awesome. Yeah, and I will rate this costume because even though it wasn't what I intended it to be, it wound up, I think, a lot better than I intended it to be. Just imagine the picture with tons of fake blood and crap all over me. The before, what I intended it to be, I'll rate a 4 because it wasn't that creative. Now, what I wound up as, I'll rate an 8 because, like I said, I feel like it was better. Alright, moving on. So the next year was 2010, and I literally just went and bought a little headband, and I wore a red crop top and jeans and suspenders, and I had a little pitchfork and decided that I was the devil. Straight up, just for the makeup and the headband alone, it's not that creative, so I'm not going to rate it super high. I'll give it about a 6 just because I did have a wonderful time and I did actually feel like I looked cute. And people definitely got the point that I was the devil, so I'll give that one a 6. What I did that year was, again, Lauren is another person who will not be named on this channel. I had broken up with Bob, Aaron had left, so all that I was left with was Lauren at this point. So me and her just kind of trick-or-treated in her neighborhood. I got surprisingly hit on quite a few times in that outfit. Why it was literally just a tank top and jeans, I don't understand, but yeah. And we watched Walking Dead, or the big premiere of Walking Dead, which I did not continue watching, I don't know why, but we did watch the premiere. So that's literally all I did that year. So 2011, I basically recycled my old costume and was the devil again. Aaron went and bought one of the nicer, more expensive costumes, and I think the name on the thing was Lord of the Underworld, and I was just the devil. Again, I just wore a red t-shirt and some shorts because it was like 70 degrees even at night. I live in California, so it doesn't get super cold. But because I just felt kind of in it, I'm going to give this one a 3 because first off, it's recycled, so I'd already done that. Second off, again, I didn't really feel cute in it. I didn't really feel like ugly in it, but I didn't feel cute either. So literally what we did is we went to a Halloween party that year where we wore the costumes and all that. And that was like a couple days before Halloween. And then on Halloween, we just went trick-or-treating with some of our friends and their younger siblings and one of our old friends who I'll call Josiah threw a big temper tantrum because Aaron didn't want to stay the night at his house. Oh well. And then that was pretty much it. We just kind of went back to Aaron's house and went to bed. Again, that whole year is kind of, besides the Halloween party, that was awesome, but the costume gets a 3. Alright, so 2014, like our whole living situation changed. So we were still together, but we were not living together. But we decided to go as a couple's costume, and he was going to be Batman, I was going to be Batgirl. Unfortunately, all we could find was Batman costumes, so we both went as Batman, and I just said I'm Batgirl. As you can see, with mine, I literally just got to wear regular pants. I love that shirt because it has a detachable cape. I love the beanie. Cannot find it anywhere. I still have it, but I don't know where at it is in the house. But I love that outfit. Gonna give that a 10 out of 10. I remember going to buy that outfit was the most fun day. I ran around all over the mall, went to Spencer's, everywhere, bought tons of like Batman accessories, which I didn't actually wind up wearing with the costume, but tons of like, I bought sunglasses and like jewelry and all this other kind of stuff of just Batman stuff, and just became obsessed with Batman because I was Batman for Halloween, or Batgirl. It's gonna get a 10, even though it wasn't like the most expensive looking or the most detailed costume. I love it still to this day. What we did for Halloween that year is we literally hung out at my house, watched ghost shows, decorated the house, and then went to a bar. I had to work the next day though, so we didn't even like get to stay at the bar and enter the costume contest, do anything. We literally just had like 2 or 3 beers and then went home. So the night was kind of a bust, but I didn't really care. So in 2015, our living arrangements changed again, and now we were living together in a new city in Sonora. I, at this point, was dressing up as Wednesday Addams. I had no plans because I, at the time, hadn't found my job yet, and I hadn't made any new friends here. I didn't really know anyone here, so literally my plans were just going to sit at home and like maybe watch scary movies and all this stuff. But I wound up going to a bar because there used to be, it's not there anymore, but there used to be a bar like across the street in the shopping center, and I wound up going over there, and I befriended the 2 guys who owned the bar, and a couple of their friends were there, and they were literally the only people there. So we all drank together, played pool. I was the only person in a costume, so if there was a costume contest, I would have won. But yeah, this costume, again, when I bought this dress, it was not a costume. It was literally just a dress. There used to be a YouTube series called Adult Wednesday Addams, and this dress I think was kind of inspired by that, and I bought it because of that. And then when Halloween rolled around, I realized, oh shit, I don't have a costume. Was looking through my closet, found that, and went, oh, perfect. That's going to be easy. So that's what I did. And again, I'm going to rate it a 10 because I literally felt cute in the outfit. I would wear it even when it wasn't Halloween, and people would call me Wednesday Addams, even when I didn't do the braids. And I literally, that day when I went out just walking around because I was bored, so I went walking around in my costume during the day, and I got a lot of compliments on it. So I'm going to give it a 10 just because I loved the way I felt in it. And it actually does kind of look like a really professional costume, even though it's not technically a professional costume. But yeah, I'm going to give that one a 10. So that will end the pre-kids portion of my Halloween costumes. I do say that at the time that I'm wearing the costumes, I do love all of them when I'm wearing them, and I look back on pictures now and I'm like, holy crap, like, what? To some of them, and some of them I'm like, oh yeah, I still looked really cute. But some of them I look back on and I'm like, girl, why? You know? But anyways, that's my costumes rated and the stories behind them, and so I'm gonna get on to the after kids video, so I will see you in the next video. Am I batch filming? You bet I am. Anyways, bye!